Hey class, Kamil here, and I am in a group with Rita Abraham, Molly King, and Dominic Jones, and we are going to be discussing the topics that we think are the best options for Detroit. Detroit, as you all know, is our home. We commute there every day, pretty much, to where Wayne State is, and we've seen through the times and through bankruptcy that Detroit has had a lot of hard times. People like Dan Gilbert and other significant figures are actually trying to bring the city back up to its glory days, when everybody knew Detroit as the Motor City, and they still do. But I mean, there's different kind of cities that have taken that kind of heat from us. So we're going to go into depth on what the programs we need to actually help bring Detroit, put it back on its feet, and just restore it to its former glory. We're going to be going in depth on why we should keep the 40 positions at the police department. That will be done by me. Molly will go into depth about keeping the shelter and homeless assistance program, and why we also discussing transforming Detroit. Dominic will follow up that with why we should get rid of the violence prevention plan, while also going into detail about Project 14. And Rita will conclude with why we should get rid of the residential demolition program, and we'll also just conclude and bring together the entire presentation. So to get things started, my first main point would be why we have to make sure we keep those 40 positions in the Detroit Police Department. One, those men and women, very brave, have done a great job reducing crime downtown. According to the Detroit Police Department database, homicide has gone down 17%, as well as burglary. Now, they can't stop everything. There are some stuff like arson that has actually gone up, but hey, what can you do? There's only a certain amount of people, and now we need to make sure that we keep those positions, and not only keep them, but increase them too, because we need these people to help protect our city. The only way Detroit will grow is by making sure that crime goes down and stays down, and they're doing a fantastic job of this. 17% in homicide, a decrease in that's great news. So also, according to Detroit Free Press, about a couple years ago, they wanted to cut down wages for these police officers, and they were going out of state, different states, different cities, because they pay more. Detroit was one of the lowest rated lowest wage cities for policemen and women in the nation. And we saw a lot of police officers have to leave Detroit just to go get better jobs somewhere else. Now, there are some that have actually been very loyal to Detroit, and we have to make sure that we keep those 40 positions, not cut them, no matter what the cost savings is. It's eventually, in the long run, it will just harm Detroit. So now I'm going to give it to Molly so she can do her part.